Dear students, welcome back to social science class. In the previous videos, we were studying about the introduction to economics, the first lesson in economics. We have already studied about the meaning, introduction to the economics, meaning of the economics, importance of studying economics and the economic activities. In the previous videos we have already studied. This is the fourth video of the lesson, and in this video we are going to learn about micro and macro economics. So my dear students, be ready with your pen and notebook. Listen the video carefully. Go on writing the points whatever you feel very important. Then with the help of these points you can write your own notes in your notebook. Dear students, now we'll come to study about micro and macro economics. My dear students, economics is nothing but it is the study of economic activities of the people. That means people undertake a lot of activities to earn money. The activities undertaken by the people to earn money is called as economic activities. These economic activities are undertaken by the people to earn money to satisfy their unlimited wants. So it is said that economics is a very vast subject because people are having a countless number of economic activities. So economics goes on studying all the economic activities undertaken by the people to carry on their daily life or daily activities of the daily to satisfy their unlimited wants. So economics is the study is a particular subject which is very vast. So economics is divided into two broad branches, such as to study the different activities of economic activities of the people. Remember, economics is divided into two broad branches as to study the different activities of human beings. These two broad branches of the economics are microeconomics and macroeconomics. Dear students, now we'll go to study microeconomics. Here we study what is microeconomics and what are the things studied under microeconomics. The word micro means very small, means micro means very small thing, and microeconomics means it is the study of economics activities at very smallest level, or microeconomics means the study of economics at very small level. Microeconomics is the study of decision making to use the resources or income by the smallest components of the society. Then who are the smallest components of the society? The smallest components of the society are an individual, a household, and a small business firm. And microeconomics goes on studying the decisions taken by to make the best use of the income of a particular individual or a particular household or a particular small business. That is the study of microeconomics. So what are the decisions undertaken by the very smallest level of the society? The very smallest level of the society, such as an individual or a household or a business firm, takes certain decisions, such as decision making by a small individual or a particular individual or individual consumer for maximum satisfaction. It means that a particular decision taken by a consumer, an individual consumer, to make the best use of his income to satisfy his wants at the maximum satisfaction. That means every individual wants to satisfy their wants by making the best use of their income at a minimum level. That means minimum expenditure and maximum satisfaction. And how the individual takes a decision to make minimum expenditure for maximum satisfaction. Another important decision is decision making by the firm or for production and sale of goods and services. A firm is a small business organ or a production unit which makes its decision for the production of goods and services or sale of goods and services at the minimum cost, maximum profit. And also decision making by the people for determination of prices. Now we'll go to study these decisions in detail. My dear students, come to an individual consumer. An individual consumer is a person who is spending his money or causing expenditure to purchase the goods and services which can satisfy his wants at the maximum satisfaction. So an individual consumer who makes a decision for maximum satisfaction. How he make maximum decision for the maximum satisfaction is studied by microeconomics. Every individual consumer goes to purchase goods and services for the satisfaction of his wants. Before going to purchase any goods and services, every individual consumer has to take decision or has to make a decision, has to decide that which goods and services he has to purchase to satisfy his wants. And also he has to decide how much price he is willing to pay for such goods and services which are going to satisfy his services. My dear students, every individual consumer before going to purchase any kind of goods and services to satisfy his wants, he will decide which goods and services will satisfy him and how much he has to pay for such goods and services. Then every individual consumer has to earn money. To earn money, every individual has to do work. Before going to work, every individual worker has to decide what work he has to do to earn his money, and how many hours of work he is ready to work to earn such sum of money, and where he has to work. These are the decisions taken by every individual worker. Here every individual worker means an individual who is going to work to earn money. Every individual is in need of money to purchase his goods and services to satisfy his wants. So if he has to get money, he is to work. So the worker, an individual who is working for money is called individual worker, and an individual who is going to purchase goods to satisfy his goods and services, to satisfy his wants, is called as individual consumer. And already we have understood how an individual consumer takes a decision before going to purchase goods and services. And also before going to work, every individual worker will decide what work he has to do to earn his money, and how many hours of work he is ready to work, and where he is to work. All these decisions are taken by every individual worker. So on this basis, these all things are studied under microeconomics. Every individual consumer or every individual workers has to make these decisions to achieve their maximum satisfaction. Such all things. These decisions taken by every individual consumer or every individual worker is studied under microeconomics. Microeconomics also studies decision making by a firm or for the production of sale of goods and services. A firm means a production unit or a business unit. A small production a unit which is producing goods and services is called a production unit, and a unit which is selling goods in the market is called a business firm or a business unit. Both together may be called as firm. Before producing or selling the goods and services by a producer or business firm has to decide what goods and services are to be produced, how much quantity of goods and services are to be produced, and what are the factors of production are to be used in production of goods and services at minimum cost. This means every producer, before going to produce any kind of goods and services, he has to decide what kind of goods and services are to be produced, and to produce such a type of goods and services, how much factors of how to make the best use of factors of production, such as land, labor, organization and capital. And also he has to decide how much quantity of goods and services are to be produced. In the same way, every businessman, before going to sell any kind of goods and services, he has to decide what kind of goods and services are to be sold in the market, how much quantity of goods and services are to be stored in his shop to sell in the market, and also how much factors of production are to be invested in purchasing such kind of goods and services which are going to be sold in his shop. All these decisions are taken by a business firm or a production firm. Such all decisions are also studied in microeconomics. Now dear students, we will come to see that decision making by people in determination of price. Remember my dear students, microeconomics also studies the decisions taken by the people in making or in determination of prices, what they are going to purchase or what they are going to sell. My dear students, in the market there are some people, those who are selling goods and services, and there are some people, those who are going to purchase goods and services. And while the seller sells the goods, he receives price of the goods. And also when the purchaser purchases the goods, he has to pay the price of the goods to the seller. The price of the goods and services are decided by interaction of the buyers and the sellers in a market. In the market, the buyers and sellers together interact in between each other and decide a mutual price for a particular goods and services which is going to be sold and purchased by the seller and purchaser. Here, how the sellers and the buyers interact in between each other, and on what basis they will decide the mutual price which is to be acceptable between both of them is decided or studied under microeconomics. In this way, microeconomics goes on studying about the decision taken by an individual consumer and individual producer, individual worker, while they are going to satisfy their wants at their maximum satisfaction. And also the microeconomic studies for business firm how it takes a decision about production and sale of goods and services at minimum cost, and also how the microeconomics studies the decision making by the people on the way of determining the price of the goods and services which is acceptable by both purchaser and seller. This is the way how microeconomics goes on studying. It is called microeconomics. Now we'll come to study about the macroeconomy. Macro means total or large. The study of economics at very large level. The study of economics at a very large level is called as macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is the study of the decision making by the uh, economic activists or decision making by the economics to use their resources by the largest components of the society, such as a society or a country. Remember, microeconomics is the study of the decision making by the largest components of the society, such as a society or a country or a economy, to use their resources at the maximum satisfaction of their wants. The society or the country or the economy are very large entity when they are compared to an individual entity. Here, in large scale, while making decisions taken at large scale, some of the decisions are taken by the large aggregate level, means total level. The microeconomics goes on studying about the decision taken by the economy as whole. The macroeconomics goes on studying the decisions taken at the economy as whole, means at a whole country, means the decision taken by the whole country for the satisfaction of wants at the maximum satisfaction by the whole country of the whole people. Such economics decisions at economy or at a country level are collection of tax, expenditure on public amenities, welfare activities, regulation of inflation, promotion of economic development, and so on. Remember, my dear students, individual worker or individual consumer and business firm and people will take decisions for the satisfaction of their wants at maximum satisfaction by production and sell by production and selling of the goods and services. It is called microeconomics. Macroeconomics goes on studying the same decisions at country level or at national level. Such economic decisions are which are taken at country level or economy level or at national level are collection of tax by the government from the people, expenditure on public amenities which are supplied by the government to the people, welfare activities, expenditure on welfare activities, expenditure or how to regulate inflation, means price hike or price increase or price rise, promotion of economic development, etc. are some of the decisions taken at economy level. Such decisions are usually taken by the government. There is a government at every central level, and every government of every country will take such decisions for the satisfaction of maximum satisfaction of wants of the people at the maximum satisfaction. All economic decisions which affect the whole economy of a society or whole economy of a country are studied under macroeconomics. So macroeconomy is the study, it also studies total consumption, expenditure, of the country and total income of the nation. Remember, my dear students, macroeconomy goes on studying about certain decisions taken by the country level by the certain decisions taken at a country level. Such decisions are collection of tax, expenditure on public amenities, welfare activities, regulation of inflation, promotion of economic development, and etc. Are studied under macroeconomics. Such decisions are usually taken by the government. Along with them, microeconomy goes on studying some other factors of economy at a central level or at a country level, such as total consumption expenditure of the country and total income of the nation. Now we'll understand what is total consumption expenditure and what is total income. First, we will study what is consumption expenditure. Remember, my dear students, in microeconomy, we study about the economic decision taken at individual level. The expenditure of an individual to buy the goods and services for the satisfaction of their wants are called as consumption expenditure. Remember, the expenditure made by an individual to purchase the goods and services which satisfies his wants at maximum satisfaction are called as consumption expenditure. And when we go on adding such individual expenditures in a country, that means when we add consumption expenditures of all the individuals in a country, then we will get the total consumption expenditure of the country. This total consumption expenditure of the country is called as aggregate consumption expenditure of the country, or also we can say that total consumption expenditure. It means that the total consumption expenditure or aggregate consumption expenditure means the sum of the consumption expenditures of all individuals in a country. In the same way, every individual has to do work to earn his money, and the money earned by an individual after working is called as income of an individual. The income of an individual is earned through employment is called as individual income. When we go on adding such income of all individuals in a country, then we will get the total income of the country. Remember, my dear students, the total income of the country or the aggregated income of the country means the sum total of all the total of the income of all the individuals in a country. It is only called as the aggregated income or national income. The study of such aggregate consumption expenditure and the study of national income of a country all comes under macroeconomics. Macroeconomics also studies some of the important factors of economics, such as inflation. Inflation means price rise. Day to day, every day the prices of daily necessities goes on increasing or decreasing. The increase or decrease in prices of daily necessities or daily usable goods and services is only called as inflation. The macroeconomics studies about inflation, unemployment, economic growth, economic development, etc., which goes on affecting whole nation. Understanding these problems, their causes, their effects and solutions to such problems all comes under the study of macroeconomics. So my dear students, in this way we can say that macroeconomics is the study of economic activities or economic decisions at a country level or national level. Such decisions included with the aggregate consumption expenditure of the country, aggregate national income of the nation or national income of the nation, along with some of the problems of economics such as price hike or inflation, unemployment, economic growth, economic development, and such other factors which affect whole nation. And it is necessary to understand these problems, their causes, their effects, and solutions to such causes, such problems is necessary, and they all comes under macroeconomics. In total we can say that, or at the conclusion of this point we can say that it is microeconomics is like studying a single tree in the forest. Remember, microeconomics is nothing but it is just like studying a single tree in the forest, and study of macroeconomics means study of the whole forest. Remember, microeconomics is just like study of single tree in the forest. In the same way, macroeconomics is the study of all the trees in the forest. In the same way, I can also say that microeconomics gives us worm's eye view, means the worm on the ground can see when only the small part of ground which is possible to seen by its eye, means worms can see only small part of the ground. Understood? So microeconomics provides bird's eye view of the economy, but macroeconomics provides a bird's eye view of the economy, because the bird will be flying in the sky. When it is flying in the sky, with its small eye it can look towards vast area of the ground on the earth. That it means that microeconomics provides very small knowledge of economics, and macroeconomics provides vast knowledge of the economy. In this way, there are two types in economics. This is about micro and macroeconomics. In our next class we will study about other important part of the lesson. Thank you.